A man has appeared in court in Germany, charged with 5 counts of murder and multiple counts of attempted murder after Friday's attack on a Christmas market in the city of Magdeburg. These are the live pictures, people laying flowers and pausing for a moment's reflection not far from the Christmas market. 200 people were injured in the attack when a car hit shoppers. Police say they're trying to establish a motive. A 50-year-old doctor, originally from Saudi Arabia, Taleb al-Abdulmohsen, was placed in pre-trial detention when he appeared in court last night. The suspect's social media posts appear to suggest he had been critical of Islam. Our correspondent Anna Foster reports.
Hundreds of people attended a vigil at the city's cathedral, a packed and sombre affair. Some of the first responders who helped at the scene joined the mourners and families of the victims. Chancellor Olaf Scholz sat next to Germany's president. On Friday night, this market was packed, but the laughter and celebration was cut devastatingly short when a car sped through the crowds, killing 5 people and injuring 200 more.
The car sped past us and the police ran after it. Other emergency services arrived, evacuated people and diverted traffic. People were still panicking and screaming.
We now know the rescue entrance was how the car got into the square, a gap deliberately left for ambulances to have access. Police say the deadly rampage lasted 3 minutes. Armed police quickly made an arrest. Taleb al-Abdulmohsen is a doctor, originally from Saudi Arabia, but living here for nearly 20 years. Germany's Interior Ministry said he holds Islamophobic views as their investigation continues.
As things stand at the moment, it looks as if the background to the crime could have been disgruntlement with the way Saudi Arabian refugees are treated in Germany. But what exactly is behind it is still under investigation.
Emotions are running high here. Alongside the sadness, there's an undercurrent of anger against politicians who some feel didn't make this place safe enough. The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz came to lay a white rose and promise an investigation.
It is a dreadful tragedy that so many people were killed and injured. It is a dreadful catastrophe. We send our sympathy to those who are injured, and I express the solidarity of the entire country.
As specialist police continue their investigations just a few metres away, the collection of flowers and candles here just keeps on growing. This bitter December wind is not keeping people away. They want to be here, they want to be together and to remember the friends that they've lost. Christmas feels very different here now. The stalls won't be reopening. The focus instead turned on remembering the victims, helping the survivors, and making sure a tragedy like this can't happen again. Anna Foster, BBC News, Magdeburg.
And our correspondent Bethany Bell is in Magdeburg with the latest.
We've had the suspect, the 50-year-old man who was born in Saudi Arabia, who has been charged with 5 counts of murder, 5 counts of attempted murder and multiple counts of attempted murder and multiple counts of dangerous bodily harm. Investigators are continuing to try and establish a possible motive in this case. We know so far that this man had lived in Germany for almost 20 years. He was granted refugee status in 2016, and he worked as a psychiatrist at a local clinic. The police have also told us a little bit more about the victims, those who died in the attack on Friday. They include a 9-year-old boy and 4 women aged between 45 and 75.
And Bethany, what's the sense there in terms of a political fallout, a reaction? Because we are seeing pictures as we are speaking to you of people coming and just pausing for a moment and being still in front of that sea of flowers there. But I'm sure there'll be a range of different emotions and people there in the media and the press this morning starting to think about how something like this could have been avoided, if any more could have been done.
Very, very mixed emotions here in Magdeburg. As you say, deep, deep sadness. One woman last night that I met here said, "This is my hometown," and there's pain. There's terrible pain. But also there's anger. People heckled Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz when he came here yesterday. I've spoken to people who say much more should have been done to stop this kind of thing happening. We know from the authorities that the car was able to enter the market through a route that was intended for the emergency services, so it wasn't blocked off with concrete blocks. People are asking whether that was a bad mistake. And also, there is this mixture. While, again, we saw last night the vigil held at the cathedral for the victims and the tremendous outpouring of sadness and solidarity there, at the same time there was a demonstration in the town at which far-right slogans and xenophobic slogans were heard. So a very uncertain, quite swift-moving picture here in terms of the mood.